Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 44 of the Gilded City 2, The Lost Kingdom. Double fours. It's crazy. Hey, let us know you're enjoying this journey by liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. I think that's the order you have to do it in to get the buttons to flash, but who knows if they actually flash. Who knows? Leave us a comment as well. That obviously helps out. Follow us on social media at Rollers Guild DND on Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. And yeah, I think that's everything. So we'll go ahead and dive on in to tonight's episode. Content warning. Ravenloft as a setting can feature disturbing themes and ideas, and while it is never going to be our intention to upset anyone, it is worth noting. Specific tags can be found in the description of this episode. Last time, the party fought off a mysterious hidden foe who had been disguising themselves as Penny's dead mother. The foe really seemed to have it out for Artemis, trying very hard to kill him. After the dangerous battle, the party discussed the possibilities of who this enemy was, remembering conversations they had when they were at the carnival about a figure called the Caller. In the morning, Calanthe arrived back at the apartment and fulfilled her promise of leading them to the floating ruins of Castle Avernus, where she dropped them off to go plunder the castle in search of the spellbook of Azalin Rex. And also, since Nyx isn't with us tonight, I will just also say 2 of the pieces of her device she has received information are also here. So, that is where we left off. You all are sort of standing on the ridge of this vast crater. You see, a cloudy sky above filled with the huge chunks of this castle. The chunks of the castle seem to like drift very slightly in midair, almost as if they're all like rotating around a central axis. One of the smaller, as it looks like from where you're standing, one of the smaller chunks seems to like rotate just a little too far away from the center of this sort of orbit. And as it does, it loses whatever magic is keeping it aloft and plummets to the ground. And as it gets closer to the ground, you see that this small chunk is easily like a 30 by 30 like block of bricks that just like slams to the ground about like 20 feet away from you, with a massive like and as the bricks sort of collapse, these dark bricks. And then every so often you see a little like spark of magical energy just kind of ignite in the air around you. Whatever happened here has altered reality itself, and you see above the highest bits of stone of the castle is what seems to be a star of sorts just hanging in the sky above it. So this is Castle Avernus.
It landed 20 feet from us?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for
Jesus.
a book, right?
Yeah, book, and then two little devices that, has anyone else put together that time and space seems to be weird here, and this is the only other place that two of these little devices that Nyx is trying to.
Well, the mist itself is a bit weird when it comes to time and space. So
That's
I
true.
would assume that because of the mist, it's a little bit more altering in that way.
Is
Is there
there?
anything left to that big pile of bricks that just fell?
You
Or
can
did
go
it
What if the
over.
spell book's in it?
What if?
What
What
if
if
should
that was his library?
Yeah, you
Well,
you
what
can
if
go
these
over.
Devices?
Make an
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Make an investigation check.
The two
If I
pieces
get
of
a
the device.
if I get a nat 20, do we find the book and go home?
Yes. And level
I
up.
will make no promises about what you will get if you get a nat 20. I'll get you something good if you get a nat 20, but probably
Oh,
not
it was
that.
really good. Rolled an 18. Plus 24.
24. Okay, well, it wasn't a nat 20, so you don't get anything magical here. But you go over, you examine this chunk, and it looked like, from three sides, like it was just a solid like hunk of like stone and brick. But as you sort of make your way around to the side that you couldn't really see, you actually see that this was part of a room at some point. It's, hollowed out. You see like some detritus like scattered along the floor in here. With a 24 investigation check, I would say you sort of looking at the detritus in here, you get the sense that this maybe used to be like a servant's like bedroom or something. But everything in here is so badly destroyed that
Everything's probably
it's
smashed against
it's
one
hard to
corner.
get.
All
Yeah.
impacted.
Yeah, exactly. And but as you like glance up at the castle, you can see that like in the sky, right, that some of the chunks are like very clearly in like better shape. Like it does seem like you've got some just floating chunks of stone, and then you've got some that like are full like sections of rooms that have clearly like survived this explosion and are just floating together.
That's interesting.
So, can I roll a perception check to see if I can just look up and see if I can either find a study or a library somewhere that I think a book would be.
Yeah.
Rare books kept here.
Yeah, make a perception check.
As a 14.
14. You don't see anything that looks like a library or study from where you are on the ground. Sort of, but as you're looking up there with a 14, I would say, you can see like this explosion sort of has created almost like layers, right, of the castle. And the lowest layer of this floating, ruined castle, does have, I would say with a 14, maybe 2 or 3 spots that you can see that would be pretty good landing zones if you figure out a way up there.
All right. So I can fly up there.
Can anyone fly on Cyprus?
Yeah, he can carry. Nyx doesn't like it, but he can
Well-
easily carry 1 plus Nyx, and then I can
Well,
something.
could Bowmin fly with Nyx?
Yeah, we've done it before.
And then Hayes is big.
Yes.
Can we turn Hayes into something that can fly? Or would that not be big enough?
I have a hard time just getting Hayes to be big. I don't necessarily know if it's a good idea for me. I could just go very wrong. Out of character. Ben, is that something that Bowmin can do?
The spell that you use to summon Hayes is Find Greater Steed, right?
Yes.
So,
Right.
yes, you could transform Hayes. The list of creatures
Pegasus?
that you can use include a griffin and a pegasus, both of which have wings. So but I've allowed, like, because Cypress is summoned with a 5 greater steed, and, like, you know, Phoenix is not on the list, but, you know, I've allowed Artemis to reflavor, you know, I think the Pegasus stat block to be Cypress. So you could, you know, dismiss Haze and then resummon a winged version of Haze if you wanted to.
Just it's just Haze with just little dove wings. Okay. Knowing this information, would you be okay with a moderately sized purple wyvern?
Sure. Yeah. You just pick either the Griffin or Pegasus stat block.
Okay. And that's
yeah.
So if we have Cypress and Haze in a new form, they can carry one person up, go down, get the next person. They can't have more than one.
How far up is it?
That's a good question. I'm gonna need you to make a perception check to try and determine how far up it is.
499 feet.
That is a 30.
30. Oh, great. Yeah,
Plus
easily
14.
enough. Easily enough. Easily enough. You glance up and you see that yeah, it's probably about 100 feet up. The lowest level is probably about 100 feet up from, like, the ridge you're standing on.
Okay, I can't jump up there.
No, you cannot jump up there. There are probably you would probably be, once you're up there, your monk skills would almost certainly be useful in terms of, like, plenty of opportunities to make big jumps or run up walls or that sort of thing once you're up there, but you don't have any way to, like, get up there right now.
Does anyone have feather fall before we start this?
Yeah.
I know it's too late to get it now. Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah. I've got it. I mean, I think we can all
not
just...
for other people. I just have a way to stop myself.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. You're the ones who be jumping.
Yeah, as long as people
I'm
stay
good.
within 60 feet of me. If you're falling, control that. Or I'll jump off with you and then we'll go for a ride.
I don't think you have to worry about me. I have my monk abilities stop me from taking too much.
That will be useful in an emergency. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
So, I mean, I think we can fly. So Bowmin carries Nyx. I can ride on Cypress. Haze can carry someone. We can try and double up. I mean, it might be.
Or we could always just take two trips.
Or we could take a couple shifts.
Unless it's like dim light or darkness, I do not have flying ability. But I do if it is dim light or darkness.
It is, I would say it's like mid-afternoon right now, so no chance right now. But potentially, as it gets into evening and night, you would then have that opportunity.
Okay. What's this about flying at night or in darkness? That's a thing?
You're like a bat.
Yeah.
God, the thing that the Raven Queen can do seem to just be really cool.
Has anyone seen Elina at night before? Are we sure that she doesn't turn into a bat?
I mean, she's seen us at night.
But have we seen her at night?
I mean, the fight you had last night was in the middle of the night.
Okay, good. So we're okay, good.
Yeah,
we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Penny's just blocked out a lot of last night.
Yeah, Penny is trying her best not to remember that.
That's true.
So
I can turn someone into a bird.
We can also just do a couple trips. That's not.
Well, we could always, yes, we could just do that. It's not like it's that far up. It's not like it's going to take hours to get there.
True. All right,
I'm fine staying down here if you guys want to go up first. I'm fine being the last person up there. That's okay with me.
I can do a quick. I'll go first. Who wants? Does Jinarra want to?
I'll go first.
Come with. Cypress can probably slowly carry the two of us, and then
Yeah, I would say
I
Cypress
get-
would move at half speed carrying
if I
the
have
two
to
of you.
push you off in an emergency, I know you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, yeah, the two of you fly up on Cypress. Yeah, as you get closer, so I mean, are you
I'd like
what
to
are you
just
looking for as you fly up closer?
so I'm assuming Bowman shared a place to land with
Yeah.
us. Great.
Bowman
So-
can have pointed out the couple of
Yeah,
spots that he saw.
the nearest big chunk that doesn't look like it's falling out of orbit like the last
Okay.
thing.
Yep.
Tentatively, I don't want to just beeline right for it. I want to, if there's weird magical disturbances in the air,
Yeah.
like turbulence,
Yeah.
we're going extra cautious. We're going to take our time. We're the
Yep.
first trial folks up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make a perception check for me.
22.
22. And Jinarra, were you rolling too?
If I'm allowed to roll,
Yeah.
I got 21. I rolled very bad.
21. 22 and 21. Yeah, I mean, you guys spot, like I said, a couple good landing zones as you're sort of slowly making your way up. As you're looking around, the sky is like, it's kind of like cloudy and turbulent up here. You see these sparks of magic in the air. The sparks of magic don't seem to be disturbing Cypress's ability to fly through here. It just seems like whatever magical catastrophe happened here, these like magical sparks are like an after effect of it. But yeah, as you circle, you do notice 22 and 21. You do also notice as you're sort of looking around, you see like large flying like things just occasionally, either around a building or off to the side or what have you. The closest ones that you can see with the 22, I will say, is good enough to identify that you've noticed at least a couple of wyverns. The ones that are like the flying things that are higher up, it's hard to entirely make out. You think you see a couple of other wyverns, but you also think you see some other flying creatures as well. But it's hard to tell.
Here.
It's hard to tell. But with that, you can approach a landing zone. Since you have indicated you're not particularly picky about your landing zones, instead of telling you about your options, I'm just going to have you roll a d20 and tell me the result. And then I will land you in the appropriate spot.
13.
All right. 13. So, okay, great. So the landing zone you approach is, this larger chunk of building that still remains here. And you see, like, outside of these broken open doors, the doors are like, there's clearly used to be doors, and there's no doors in the frame anymore. But outside of it is this, like, area with like dead grass and a dry fountain and a couple of like dead trees and dead bushes here. Looks like it used to be some sort of garden. So this like chunk of stone with this dead grass and stuff on it is like sitting out front of this place. Pretty big area. Seems like it would be a good landing zone. So you land there.
Yeah. As we come in, I'm just gonna like, minor illusion. I don't know, a little little sparks or something on this big chunk somewhere, just
Okay.
to test magic, the use of magic.
Yeah. The minor illusion goes up without issue.
All right. Jinarra, are you good if we land, just poke around a second?
Yeah.
All right. We land and we
Great.
poke around.
Great. Yeah, are you gonna try to poke into the doors of this room, or are you just
I'll look, but
okay?
make sure there's not like,
I think we should maybe check for traps and stuff before we actually
ooh, that's a
put
very,
in things. Yeah.
very good point.
Yeah, as you land here, you like peek in through the doorway. And you see, what looks to be this like grand hall that has like, you see an upper level, like an upper like balcony level. But you're not going in, right? You're just looking through the open doorway. So yeah, you see through the open doorway, you see this upper balcony level, you see at the far end of this hall, this sort of, you see a sort of a worn, like ripped and torn, like carpet running down the center of this hall. And then at the far end is a set of double doors that are still intact and closed. So.
All right. I don't see any baddies. Do you get... I don't get bad vibes from this place.
No, I think it's probably safe to go get the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need to stay with Cyrus, or can Cyrus just go back down?
No, he could just go. That's a good idea. I wasn't going to think of that. If we can just send Cypress back, I can
Yeah.
And then the two of them
attach
go.
a message,
Yeah.
scroll a little. Please follow Cypress. We
Yeah.
found a good hunting site. Hold it in his beak.
As
Maybe
if
you
we'd
should
forget what
mention,
Cypress looked like.
Well, like, because I can't communicate from that distance.
Yeah.
It's too far
mention
from
the
message.
Wivers on the note, though.
Oh, yes. Okay. New piece of paper. I wrote really, really big. Warning. Be careful of wyverns. We are okay. We found a good spot. Comes blah, 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 blah.
Great. Yeah. I'll just say eventually everybody's able to make their way up. And if y'all want to go ahead and
map?
open up the battle map. I'm still working on revealing sort of areas that your characters can see right now. But
oh goodness. It throws me off how derpy Cyrus looks every time, and I love how derpy he is. Little silly thing.
He's just
he's just a silly little guy.
So, Ben, as these pieces are floating around in the air, are they staying generally, perpendicular in their orientation to the ground, or are they like spinning around and gravity's still holding us?
They seem to be roughly staying in their orbital position. Whatever their orbital position is, everything here seems to be circling around the center of this very, very slowly, orbiting around the center of this thing. But of course, as orbits go, right, they do very, very slowly decay, which is why like that outermost chunk fell, because it had just gotten to the point in its orbital cycle where it just wasn't. But as far as it doesn't sound like this castle's explosion happened like 3 days ago, right? It seems like this has been the state of affairs for, you're not sure how long, but at least a little while. And these chunks are still floating, so you assume you're relatively safe. And none of the chunks are like spinning, upside down or anything like that. Some of them are at like odd angles and stuff, but they're not like rapidly changing angles or anything.
Nice. Okay. Well, so far, haven't seen anything. Jinarra had a good idea. We should check for traps vigilantly. If this is a magical secrets guy, our time with Evenwood reminds us that they're paranoid. If I were a book, where would I be?
Literally anywhere.
Bedside table.
Bathroom.
It was a
Shower.
spell book too. So he was a wizard, so he's gonna want to keep that. He's gonna want to keep that on him, isn't he? And if he was doing something, if we presume that star thing is the like epicenter of an explosion, wouldn't you think it would be possible that the wizard caused the explosion? Of course, it's also possible it happened and he wasn't there, but
Yeah.
then we could search anywhere. But we should probably figure out what the crazy star is.
So you want to start from the top down, essentially.
Really?
That's a valid option. You could go all the way up to the top and start there.
Where are the wyverns in relation to the top, though? Are the wyverns hanging out by the star?
No, it doesn't seem like you know what though? Make me a perception check.
Be better than a 7. 23.
23. You like look up into the sky, like you're looking up towards the star. So I think a couple of things occur to you. Number one if not the largest chunk of the castle is at this like extremely high point. There's this like massive, I mean, you mostly just see like from down here, right? You don't have a great angle on it, but from down here, you can see the underside of this like, craggy, rocky ground, and you see like soil sort of, every so often like fall from it. But built on top of this chunk seems to be a enormous, cylindrical structure that has these sort of, you can see like jutting off the like up and to the right of where you guys are now, sort of jutting off of it seems to be just a hanging, dangling staircase. And it's like right above this huge chunk is that like star.
Like a wizard tower, where a wizard may keep a spell book in their secret wizard tower.
Does it seem, because it's so high up and we've already seen a chunk fall to the ground, do we think this high up chunk is in danger of falling soon because of where it is?
Based on where you saw the chunk that fell before, you think it has more to do with like how far like horizontally away from whatever the like orbital center of this is than it has to do with like the vertical positioning.
Is the star the orbital center that we can tell?
As far as you can tell, yes.
So why don't we split up into 2 teams? I know this is not a good idea, but it might be a good idea just to save on time. Split up into 2 teams. One team 1 will go all the way to the top, and team 2 will start from the bottom and work their way up.
And we're not within message range, I'm guessing.
No, the upper level is like several hundred feet above you.
I mean, if we knew that if we knew it was safe, it would be a matter of just clearing rooms. I might be inclined to agree. I'm a little nervous about, I mean, if imagine that dude just comes back. Now we've all got our armor on, but
We could take him.
Maybe all of us, but maybe not if we're split up.
what if we poke around, see if we can find any, because right, we have permission from pretty much everyone we've encountered. Like, we can just take the shit that's here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if we find some cool stuff or information like another black hole device that we would know to stay away from,
Or a map.
or a map.
If everyone else does not want to split up, we can stay together. I was just thinking we could cover more ground that way. but I'm also fine with staying together as well. I just know that with everything going on outside of this realm, there's a bit of a time crunch.
I'm fine either way. If we are splitting up, I want to go high. It's also probably safer for me to go high than most of you.
If I go high, I can leave Hayes down here, and Hayes can communicate with me from over a mile away.
And I also do have the sending spell if, you know, we needed to reach the other group.
Mind you, if we get into a fight with our movement speed, we might not be able to get to each other in time, but
Yeah, you might have to do some strategic plummeting. But
Do we want to just see what's in this area first before we split up if we're going to do that?
Sure,
sure.
let's do that.
fine.
Great. So are you guys going inside this hall, or are you like checking out over by these floating chunks? Like where are we by exploring this area? What are we doing specifically?
Oh, there are chunks.
Chunks.
I think.
Oh, and the chunks lead to something. Ben, you son of a bitch.
I think that
Ben says, "Well, I couldn't
no.
possibly know."
I couldn't possibly tell you
That's a
where.
bad idea. What's over there?
I think if we're looking for a place where a book would be, probably inside is probably our first.
Well, yeah, we could try checking for traps by the doors down here, and then someone could maybe fly to the other side to get more of an idea of what it looks like.
Sure.
Past the chunks, or Jinarra could jump.
I mean,
Sure.
I can fly right now, so why don't I just do that?
Okay. Does Nyx have detect traps? Is that a spell, or is that just something she
It's
can
not
do?
a spell, but it's something she can. Well, there is a spell, but it's bad. It's a bad spell. It doesn't work the way it
Shots
probably
fired.
should. Anyway,
Nyx, you should check for traps by this door.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Nyx goes and checks for traps by the door. Roll a d20. Somebody roll a d20 for me.
Let's roll over this.
10.
10.
A million.
Okay, great. Let me find out.
I'll
what
go
this is.
with her to the door. Can I move
Great.
her?
Perfect. Okay, come on. What do we get? Okay. I think that gets a
Plus 15?
I think that gets a plus 15. So that's 25. Nyx checks around this door frame and doesn't find any traps.
I'm gonna go in. Ooh.
Okay. You guys are entering that room?
Yeah.
So,
Tentatively. Slip into there.
bop. There's
What's in there?
there's the whole room revealed.
Room reveal.
You guys can see sort of, yeah, down this central hall. You also notice over here, you see a statue,
Oh.
and
Friendly.
as
Ooh,
you
what's that?
enter, the statue's head sort of looks towards you, and it starts to lift its arms, and it's like slowly steps off of its pedestal.
Greetings, friend.
Hi.
A moment of your time, please.
A moment of your time, please, he says.
I'm cute. Don't squish me.
The statue rears back its arm as if it's gonna try to punch you. So I'm gonna actually have everybody roll initiative here.
Not cute enough.
Okay, so we should stay together.
Yeah, jeez. Maybe he's just having a bad day.
The first room.
Hey, who wants to run Nyx? By the way,
I can.
you can. Great. Let me.
Or only certain people.
Yeah. Garbage roll.
I think Zuzu can run Nyx.
Okay.
You go
I
to
think we-
your campaign, go to campaigns, and then click on her character, and you should be able to do it. Okay. So Zuzu, you will also roll initiative for Nyx. But I'll give you a second. Artemis, what'd you get?
Oh, a hot 7.
A hot 7. Jinarra,
16.
16. Bowmin.
A steamy 3.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
Steamy.
Penny, what'd you get for yourself and Nyx?
Penny got 18, Nyx got 9.
Wow, really
Oh, God.
stellar rolls. Elina,
Sorry.
Silly little 6.
a
Oh,
silly little 6.
Am I first?
Yeah.
So,
I think we rely
Um,
on Artemis to talk us out of things too much. We're all
at,
like, oh yeah, he's got
Don't
it.
stop going
Fine.
first.
at the top of the initiative order is Penny, then Jinarra, then the 2 statues. There's another statue, by the way.
Oh,
Then Nyx,
Oh my god, there he is.
then Artemis, then Elina, then Bowmin. Cypress goes on Artemis's turn, Hayes goes on Bowman's turn. Or Dragon Haze. I don't have a token for
That's
Wyvern Haze. So
I like to think that his face still looks like a dog.
his face still looks like a dog, yeah.
That's great.
Absolutely.
I love it.
oh.
So Penny, you are up first.
Okay, its fist is going like it's going to attack
Yes.
me.
Yes.
So I guess I will. And there's another statue. What is the statue moved in the back corner?
Yeah, it's you can just see like from here you can't really see it all that well, except you did see its front leg just like underneath the balcony up here. So you know there's one at the opposite end of the room.
Okay, I think since I have more range, I'll try to shoot the one in the back.
Okay. It does have, I will say 3/4 cover.
Okay,
So that does improve its AC, just so you know.
okay. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And we're gonna shoot 3 times. Okay, the lowest roll was a 25 to hit.
Lowest roll was a 25. Even with the 3/4 cover, that all 3 will still hit.
Okay. 3/4 cover. I got a plus 13. All right, we've got a $18.
Okay.
For the first hit.
Yep.
And 14 for the second.
Great.
Oh, almost max damage for the last one. That is 19 plus 6, 25 for the last.
Nice. Yeah, you shoot this leg like 3 times and it gets like peppered with bullet holes and the leg like staggers a little bit. Great. Anything else from you? Okay. That then brings us to Jinarra's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna hear. How far away am I? Okay, I'm gonna hear the gunshots and run inside.
Yeah.
Can I tell if they're sentient or if they're just sort of like they've been programmed to attack, so they attack?
Make an insight check.
$25.
25. You look at this thing's face, there is like no, the face is not moving at all. The face is expressionless. Its movements seem robotic. It doesn't seem to have any higher sentience. These statues just seem to be doing what they were made to do.
Don't see any sort of like off switch, I'm assuming.
You do not see any sort of off switch. I would say make an intelligence arcana check. We'll call it an arcana check.
Oh good, I get negative for this.
So roll high.
10.
10. Yeah, I mean, you don't know anything specific about how these things work. But you're pretty sure they're not sentient. You're pretty sure they're just carrying out, you know, a like task that was set to them.
I don't know if that changes anything I'm gonna do anyway, so I'm just gonna try to bunch it.
Sure, go for it. You do have to move a little closer to it, but
Oh yeah, I'll move. Here. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
7 damage, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
Okay. Okay. What are we adding to the save? That's not good. That was a bad roll. Why this thing is not immune to the stunned condition, I don't know. It is stunned now.
Cool, I'm gonna punch it 2 more times with advantage.
Yeah.
That's why she's called Stone Cold Jinarra.
It's literally made of stone. I do not understand why it doesn't have immunity to stunned, but okay.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
That's another 6 damage. And then, oh, 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
You
It's
punch it and just crack your like fingers against it.
It's stunned, so advantage if you hit it. Advantage
Great.
to hit it. Yep.
Nice.
Speaking of, it is now their turns. Now
This
obviously the stunned one is stunned and can't do anything. But this other one's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think it's it here. Really? 10 feet is the range on that ability? That's fucking stupid. I guess it's using the action to dash. 10, 15, 20, 25.
That's a scary thought. It's
All right.
enormous.
There it is. It's just making its way across the room towards all of you.
Doesn't want any FOMO.
I cannot believe that the range on that ability is so bad. Okay, that brings us to Nyx's turn.
Indeed it does. Okay, Nyx's movement is 25. Okay. I am going to okay. Can I do sneak attack damage if I'm within 5 feet of one of my friends and I'm using a gun?
It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how close you are to the enemy as long as you have a friend who's within 5 feet of the enemy.
So 5, 10, 15. Oh, within 5 feet of the enemy. So because Jinarra is within 5 feet of this guy, no matter where I am, I can use sneak attack.
Yes, if you hit.
If I hit, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like
Alright.
they're distracted.
So I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And I'm gonna shoot the revolver.
Okay. Is that a magical one?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
That is important to know.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead and roll your attack. Roll to attack.
That is 27.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage and add sneak attack.
Okay. 2d plus 8. Oh, I got a 1 and a 2. So that's a 3 plus 6. So that's 9 plus 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So sneak attack damage is 13.
I already took the 9 off the HP, so just
Okay, so sneak attack alone is 16.
great. That's movement and action. Any bonus actions?
There's nothing I can hide around here. Right?
How much movement did you use?
I
Just slip
used
on-
5, 10. I used 20.
20.
Can I go under the rug?
Sure, if you wanted to. It's not gonna be super easy to hide under the rug, but you can try for it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hide under the rug.
All right, bonus action, hide under the rug. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll a stealth check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage.
Okay.
What if though?
I rolled 2 9s. Okay, 9 plus 15, so that's 24.
That is pretty good. Okay.
I'll allow it.
I mean, the rug's a little disheveled anyway.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just
You
a
you
little-
like Nyx like dives into a crease in the rug that's like big enough for her body to like hide under.
All right, that is Nyx's turn.
Great. Artemis, that brings us to you.
Oh, geez. Okay, we got the stunned guy, but we got people coming up later on, specifically. Okay. Okay, we got 2 people. I'm going to mentally tell Cypress to just like fly north on the map and see if he sees anyone else coming. If there are windows he can look into, because I don't see any windows inside from where
What's
I'm at.
Cypress's movement speed?
That's such a great question. Cypress's movement speed is 90 feet.
Okay, so then Cypress is able to reveal a bunch more of the map for you here as he flies. That didn't work. There we go.
Ooh. That's okay. Wow. Thanks, Cypress. Okay. Great. Well, I don't see all that yet. I am going to instead look at this guy who's full speed running at us. And at second. Yeah, we're gonna start things off easy. Second level, we are going to cast Shatter
Okay.
on guy up top.
Okay.
So Constitution saving throw.
That is a 15.
That is a failure. So it's going to be 3d8 thunder damage. And 1d8. That is not great. 12 thunder damage.
12. Great. All right. You see like a few like pebbles fall from the statue as it's hit by this like thunderous shattering like sound.
Did it seem to do more?
No, I'm just
Great.
describing what it looks like.
Great. Okay. That's what I get for a second level spell. I am going to zip, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I duck off over, oh no, can't select anything. If I duck off over here,
Hmm.
can I still kind of peek around the corner, see Penny, see what's going on?
Yeah.
Great. I can kind of see everyone except maybe Elina and the 2 mounts.
Right.
Bonus action. You know, I want to be inspired. I'm just gonna hold on to stuff, I think.
All right. Elina, that brings us to your turn.
Yep. I'm gonna move into the room. See this thing? I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at the the orange one.
Okay.
It's
a con save.
That is a sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah, con save.
I need to switch which d20 I'm using. That's an 8.
That's a failure. So what you sorry.
No, no worries.
Okay. 7 damage. 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then if it when a creature enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is must make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. So if it's still there, yeah, at the start of its as the start of its turn,
I'm gonna draw
it'll
the shape.
presumably still be there. So, yep. Perfect. Okay. Great. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Bowmin, that brings us to you.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna move here and then here, and I'm just gonna whack him.
Yep, go for it. Make your attack roll.
You get advantage.
Yes, advantage because it's stunned.
This page. All right. Does a 26 hit?
Yes, a 26 does in fact hit.
All right. Bad. I was not prepared today for some reason. Did not have my dice out.
That's usually Zuzu's job.
Yep. Okay, it gets a 8 from the crowbar and a 6 from improved Divine Smite.
Great.
And then second attack, same thing.
Go for it.
25 hit.
25 hits.
Ooh, nice. Max damage. 17 from the crowbar and 8 from Divine Smite. Improved Divine Smite.
Okay. Yeah, you start wailing this thing with the crowbar, and like bits of stone come like flying off as you hit it.
I'm gonna bonus action Thunder Smite for my next turn.
Great.
And that will be that.
Anything for Hayes?
What is Hayes's new movement? How big is the entryway to this room?
Hayes could probably squeeze through.
Can I have Hayes just fly right here?
Yeah.
And just start attacking that wall?
Start attacking the wall.
Yeah.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
All right. That is going to be 20.
20. Okay. Yep, go ahead and roll damage against the wall.
The window to the wall. 9.
9. Okay. Starts wailing on the wall. No.
And a book
No.
falls out of a brick.
And a book falls out of a brick and you all go home. Great. Okay, that brings us back to Penny.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go after the one on Mir again.
Okay, yeah,
And just keep chipping away at him.
go for it.
So we're gonna try hit 3 times. And the lowest one was a 16.
16 does not do it.
All right, the next one is 26 is the other lowest.
Yes, that'll hit.
So 2 hits. We have 19
Okay,
and 15.
you shoot this thing twice, chunks of stone come like flying away. The third shot is just a little wide. Yeah.
And he's just still...
He's starting to look rough, but he's still going
Okay.
after.
Okay.
After y'all. So.
All right. That's my turn.
Great. Jinarra.
Punch the one in front of me.
Yeah, our friend isn't stunned anymore, so let me go ahead and
End of my turn.
end of your turn. That's
End of
right,
my turn.
End of your turn.
Does a 17 hit?
17 just hits.
That's 9 damage, and I will need another Constitution saving throw.
Let's use a
please.
different die. You know what's so funny? These things have good constitution. I've just been rolling horribly. Okay, there we go. Switching the die was the right thing to do. That's a 23 to hit.
Okay. Not stunned.
I'd like to wait. Can I cutting words that?
I mean, you're gonna have to cut it down by 6 to be under 17. So I guess technically 7.
I might be able to do that. Ability check or saving throw? Sure, let's go for it.
Right.
We can do it. I'll say you're between me and a hard place. How much do I have to cut it down by?
7.
7! I rolled 7!
Oh my god. All right.
Stunned!
It's re-stunned, re-upped for another round. This one's starting to look rough now as well, by the way.
Great. That is a 24 to hit. That hits.
That hits.
So that's gonna be another 9 damage.
Great.
And then one more time. That's the hit. That's not gonna hit either.
Okay.
It's my turn.
I would like you all to know that they now have 1 hit point difference in their amounts of hit points. Like the 2 of them have the same number of hit points, except one is just 1 higher in the hit points right now.
Okay.
So
It's a
that's
race.
It's a race. It's a race to
Um,
see which one dies first.
Shout out to Penny Presswell over there.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
do a lot of damage with those bullets.
So
Just
this
saying.
one is gonna move here, right up to Penny and start trying to punch her.
Now, I don't know why it would do that.
That's a 24 to hit.
That. No, right. No. Yeah, that does hit.
Okay.
I was going to say shield, but that would bring me to 24.
Yep.
which I have been
Okay, so that
told is
is-
apparently not would hit.
Yes, that is correct.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But
Okay, you take 17 bludgeoning damage from the first attack. Second attack is 25.
yeah, that hits.
And you
Oh
take...
no, Penny, are you getting pummeled?
That's so funny, Artie.
You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage on the second attack.
It's what I
And-
get for doing all the work over here.
The other one is stunned. Make another con save against the moonbeam. Oh my god, really? That's an 8. Go ahead and roll your moonbeam damage.
Yay! 11.
And he's still stunned, so he can't do anything. Alright, that brings us to Nyx's turn. Nyx
okay.
is hidden under the rug, so Nyx has advantage on either of them, but would already have advantage on the stunned one, so up to you.
Oh yeah. Wait, can I shoot from underneath the rug?
You reveal your location when you attack. That is
Oh,
how,
okay.
That is how
But I
the
still get
game works.
advantage.
But you still get advantage on your first attack.
And I would get sneak attack because now I'm next to the other one.
Yeah, well,
And
you would get, so anytime you have advantage, you get sneak attack.
Oh, that's right. You also
It's
get- I
just
did
you
make-
also get it if you have an ally within 5 feet.
Also, can I shoot my gun twice?
Not you'd have to have like a small gun in both hands
Got it.
to do an offhand 2-weapon fighting second gun attack.
Got it. Yes.
Rogues
correct.
rogues don't get multi-attack.
That's correct. Yes, that is true. Okay. I got it now.
Okay.
I got it. I'm
Good.
learning.
You,
All right,
yeah,
I'm gonna shoot again with the +1 revolver. At
What-
advantage. Right?
yeah.
Okay, that's so good because one of them was a nat 1 and the other was a 16. So that is
Against which
27.
one? Against which one?
Oh, I'm sorry, the one next to Penny.
Okay, 27 against the one next to Penny. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that absolutely hits. You may go ahead and roll damage and add your sneak attack.
And that is 2d8. All right, that is a 13 plus 6, 19.
And that's just without the sneak attack.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
So that's
Oh my
19,
god, Nyx
and
is
then
so powerful.
yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty bad. Okay, 4, 7. It's 11 sneak attack damage.
An extra 11 sneak attack. Great.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Okay. Any bonus actions?
Can I try to hide again underneath the rug?
That's you got to move to a new spot if you want to hide again.
No.
The
Okay.
other side of the rug.
Can I hide? Man, there is nothing.
So I will say this whole like this there's that upper level that's like on the map. Which means like over here, right? There's
Okay.
a spot underneath the balcony here by this pillar.
Like here.
Yeah. So if you wanted, you could try to hide there.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
That just fell. All right, 13 plus 15. So that is 28.
8. Yeah. Yeah, Nyx feels pretty good about being hidden. That brings us to Artemis's turn.
Oh, again. Okay. They both look like crap.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no room for me to get in and take advantage of the stun. Unless, how tall is this balcony thing? That's not like like
It's about 10 feet up.
I'm not a monk. Although, no. There's no need for funny business. We will just shatter the one beating the crap out of Penny.
Sure. Go for it.
Again. Actually, we'll just Eldritch Blast.
Go
the
for
one.
it.
Okay,
Artie's
Penny.
gonna cherry pick this kill for me. Thanks, Artie.
He's just helping
Oh,
out.
this looks easy. I'll help. All right. First hit. Jesus Christ. 31 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Next one is going to
Funny
be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And the last one will be more.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yep, all 3 hit.
Great. And there, ooh, D10s. You, and who wants to be the last one? Who wants to be the last one? You. 6, 9, jeez. Okay, 2, 11, 17 points of Eldritch Blast.
Great.
Kapow!
Yeah, huge, like, holes are blown in this thing's torso, but it's still standing.
Still up?
Yep.
All right, I think you're on your own. Um,
Wow.
bonus action.
Thanks, Artie.
Shut up. I'll bonus action healing word a little bit. You get 9 points of health.
Thank you.
Great.
Cypress is just gonna,
Keep going
I
to the
don't know,
north.
he'll explore the other side.
Okay. Cypress makes it all the way over to the other side of the doors. So I'll go ahead and reveal that.
Ooh. Spooky.
Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, and I guess Cypress could also see all this shit over here.
What a good bird.
What a good bird.
What a good bird. Hopefully he doesn't get eaten by a wyvern.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Okay. Elina, that brings us to your turn.
Yep. I'm not super good at fighting, and I already cast that moonbeam. I'm gonna cast see invisibility on myself
Okay.
to
Great.
see if there's anything weird going on. And yeah,
How
what do I
long-
see now?
How long does see invisibility last?
An hour.
An hour. Okay, that's good to know. The one thing that happens right now when you cast see invisibility is that it's almost like you put on kind of tinted lenses, and everything takes on this like very like all the colors here are like crazy vibrant, which is slightly unusual for see invisibility. It's not see invisibility isn't typically supposed to like change your perception of visible things. It's supposed to allow you to see invisible things. So the only thing you can take away from this is that you are now like able to perceive in some part the insane magical energies gathered in this place, and that's why everything like looks so bright in see invisibility. But right now, nothing invisible has been revealed to you. That
Okay.
doesn't mean there isn't anything invisible elsewhere, but nothing right now.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move because I want to get out of line of fire for these guys. So I'm gonna move back by Artie.
Sure. Great.
Hello.
Hi. Those things are big.
I think
Bowmin.
I think Bowman's gonna do what Bowman does best and just keep whacking at this one.
Go for it.
With advantage.
Yep, and you've got your Thunderous Smite up too.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's get those dice out real quick. We'll find them that way. All right. Gonna whack him with my crowbar. Does a 25 hit?
Yep.
Do crowbar first. It takes 10 damage from the crowbar. Next will be Thunder Smite.
Go for it.
That is 6 damage from Thunder Smite.
Great.
Let me just look at the. It must succeed a strength saving throw. Where
It
be pushed
automatically
back.
fails because it's stunned.
Okay, so it's pushed back 10 feet.
Okay, there's nowhere else for it to go, so
And it's also knocked prone.
okay. When it hits, does it say anything in the spell about what happens if it hits a wall when it still has movement left?
No. This target creature is a creature. It must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone. That's what it says.
Okay. Great. It's prone and stunned on the ground.
But the wall was already damaged a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah, can we get a constitution check for the wall?
No.
Alright, I'm going to also
I'll allow it.
improve Divine Smite.
That's right. You still have to roll the improved Divine Smite damage.
Yep. That is a 4. And I'm just gonna do Divine Smite at level 1 and roll. Let's do it, right?
2d8, yeah.
Ooh, max 16.
Great.
They
They are both back to both being within 1 hit point of each other.
awesome.
Consistency.
Consistency.
I am going to.
That was 1 attack, by the way. You still have your second
Yeah.
attack.
I'm going to bonus action Thunder Smite again.
Yep.
And
Go
then
for it.
do the same thing over again.
Go for it.
This is prone, I get double advantage, right?
That's not how that works. You just get normal advantage.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the new rule.
28 to hit.
28 does hit, yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? Weirdly enough, 28 does
I
not hit.
It gets harder the more you hit it. It's like Ooblik.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes 10 damage from the crowbar, Thunder Smite. That is another 10 damage from Thunder Smite. Again, pushed over. It's knocked over prone.
Yeah.
It's now on its stomach.
It gets flipped
Embarrassing.
over.
Improved Divine Smite is going to be 8, and we're going to do... I gotta save my spell slots. That'll be it.
Okay. Great. Anything for Hayes?
Hayes is going to keep whacking at that wall.
Make an attack roll for Hayes.
Nat 20.
Nat
Break
20.
the
Great.
wall.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Uh,
Keeping in mind that it's
It's automatically 12.
okay.
And then I
And you
get
got
to roll
9
another
before.
D8. Oh, that is going to be 20.
Okay,
Break the
20 plus the 9 you got earlier. Okay. Wall's starting to cave in a little bit.
Yep. Hayes also has multi-attack, so I could do multi-attack with his claw. Or
You
would
could
you rather?
you could attack again. Yeah, if you
Oh.
want.
I'm just gonna do that. If that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
23.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
6. 10.
10. The wall caves in, and the bricks go slamming down on this prone statue, which has 1 hit point left. So actually, it's dead now. So,
He's got a kill.
oh wait, I accidentally deleted the moonbeam. I wasn't trying to delete the moonbeam.
Hayes' first confirmed kill?
Hold on, I'll fix it.
Hayes has killed a couple people already.
Okay.
Hayes is like eating 12 people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Moonbeam's a
yes.
concentration, but there was nothing that broke my concentration on that, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. So the moonbeam's still there, but the statue's gone. Okay. Great. That brings us to the top of the initiative order. Penny,
Gonna shoot him again.
go for it.
Oh, okay. All right. My lowest was 19.
That hits.
My highest was a nat 20.
Okay, well, there you go.
All right. Okay, so for the first one, I'll do the nat 20 first.
Yep.
So that is, we're starting at 26
Okay.
plus a roll.
Yep.
So that's 36.
It's dead. Congratulations, you beat the statues guarding this chamber.
Amazing work, everyone.
So you guys are here in this chamber immediately post defeating these statues.
Okay, everyone all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Penny, you good?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
fine.
it's Max there.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
And Artemis Cypress just, magically like gives you the feed of
Yeah.
what he sees.
I describe vaguely what else is around that Cypress has seen. There are a couple
Yeah.
statues, more floating little bits. There's a back door. That closed door on the other side, there's like a weird statue thing.
There's a weird statue thing.
Couple weird. Yeah, there's a weird statue thing in the back.
And
By this door?
The other door.
Oh, the back. I got you. Okay.
I will also say, Artemis, the floating like islands that Cypress saw, the one with the grass on it, it's kind of hard to like unfog it without showing you the interior of it, but there is like a tower there. Not the giant like cylindrical structure you saw higher up. This is just another like tower.
All right. And a tower. In a that way direction. Little tower. As far as towers go. So, I mean, are there paintings on the walls, anything, or has this place kind of been goofed?
This place looks pretty rough. It's definitely like worn, as the tiles on the floor are like badly cracked and damaged. You do see like frames as if there used to be pictures there, but there are no more like paintings, visible anymore in here. If you had to guess, you would guess this was probably some kind of like entrance hall.
Okay. Do we want to pick a door? North, east, or west?
Well, Are we kind of like, okay, so in reference to like where the center would be, if there's like a star at the top,
Yeah.
if you followed that down to like the lower levels where we are we kind of to one side? Like, where are we in reference to that star?
Yeah. So keeping in mind that the cardinal directions are wonky here.
Yeah.
Assuming bottom of the map is south. Just assuming bottom of the map is south. This room is like southwest of the center point
Okay.
that everything is orbiting around.
So do we want to try to head more center? Like head east?
And you don't have to stay on this level either, of
Right.
course.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying we wanted to check this out first and then
Right.
maybe beeline up.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's
we'll
just
keep
poke our-
here. Go on.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, let's just like poke our head in every room, and if it looks like there might be a room with something nice
Yeah.
that can help us not, I don't know, die.
Maybe we'll find 4 pairs of flying boots.
Maybe.
I'll check the door over here with Nyx.
Yeah. Looking out here, it just sort of like completely drops away here. So there maybe used to this might have used to be a balcony. You do see like what looks like there used to be a railing here. But it might have also been part of a larger room. You just don't know. Out that way.
Okay.
Nothing here.
Can I go check out the closed doors?
Yeah. Go for it.
Just be like, Cypress, can you hear me on the other side?
Cypress lets out a
Squawk. I'll try the door.
door opens just fine.
Great. Hello, bird. What's this statue thing of?
Yeah. The statue says,
Hello?
the statue appears to feature a sort of a mighty wizard standing atop the skeletons of this wizard's foes.
Oh.
A plaque at the bottom says King Azalin Rex. And go ahead and make me your choice, investigation or perception check.
It's definitely going to be perception. Oh my god, awful roll. 14.
14. Azalin Rex looks very serious, intimidating, powerful wizard. But 14 is not going to get you anything beyond that.
Okay, nothing really this way except he might have an ego to rival my own.
That's impossible.
Well, I said might, and rival, not beat.
Semantics. I didn't go to school.
You're a reporter.
Would you like to become educated? We can arrange that later on.
All right, I'm gonna walk over here.
Okay. Yeah, as you peek out through that doorway, you see a floating like chunk of rooftop with like the remains of pillars sort of in various states of disrepair attached to it, as if this rooftop flipped upside down in the explosion and these pillars used to be supporting it. And then you see like across the way a chunk of building with an entrance there. As you are like peeking out here, you do see a couple of wyverns like swoop by closely over it, but continue there sort of just to fly around.
I keep forgetting about them.
Yeah.
Do we want to cross or do we want to go up?
I mean, I am curious if we strike out 2 different places that we check out and we don't see anything in either of them, I just feel more confident that we can skip over things and just like get to the good stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah, yes.
So maybe if we just like that, let's just look in this tower that's here. If I were a tower, maybe it's just a staircase.
You want to
And
fly over
that's
to that
silly.
tower?
And then someone else can lead after that.
Okay.
Probably up.
Oh, so you want to check
The,
out the small
the tower that's just right here.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to cross.
Great. Yeah, are you guys gonna like take turns like flying over there, or are you like trying to jump from like spot to spot?
Hayes can carry people. I still have my wings.
My
Yeah,
athletics are poor, so I would say we're gonna get
Yeah, I'd like a
carried.
ride. I know if anyone's falling, it's gonna be me.
And yeah, Jinarra can easily make those jumps, so we'll just say easily enough, you all managed to get over to the base of the tower. So if you want to move yourselves over there, and I will unfog the tower itself. You can see there's a couple of holes in the walls there to allow you to get inside. What room number is this? This is 10. Boom. There you go. Yeah, if you go around to one of the holes in the walls, you can sort of peek inside. You see a staircase going up to an upper level, and then you see armor and weapons like on tables and racks in here. Most of the armor and weapons in here look like rusted or like chipped, like they've clearly been in here a long time in disuse and disrepair. But no check necessary. You guys do see one piece of armor in here sticks out as still being in pretty good condition. It is a sort of a dark metal breastplate with like silvered edges.
Can I, before I walk in, I'm just gonna do a investigation check for any traps or
Yeah.
anything.
Go for it.
Oh, that's 20 plus 0. So
okay, so this isn't a doorway even. This is like a hole in the side of the tower. And as you look around this hole that obviously was clearly not meant to be here, you see that no one has come through since the hole was made to place a trap here. So you are good.
We should start placing traps.
Is my sea invisibility showing anything at this tower?
Yeah, the metal breastplate, the sort of magical, the metal breastplate that's still in good condition, the magical like energies that are like filling the air seem to gather more tightly around this breastplate. As though in this environment, sea invisibility works the same as detect magic.
That's crazy. I'm gonna tell everybody that, hey, I think that may be magically enhanced breastplate if anyone would like to take that.
Does it look like a nice kind of magic or a mean kind of magic? Or
Make
doesn't
an
matter?
Arcana check, Elina.
Not my best. It's a 11.
11. Hard to say. You're not used to sort of looking at the fabric of magic like this. It's not usually visible even with sea invisibility. But the fabric of magic that surrounds it definitely, like, you are pretty sure that this is an enhanced item, but you just don't know in like what regard. Someone would have to cast actual detect
Enhanced,
magic to
but
learn
not
more, or
cursed.
identify. As far as you know.
Okay.
Well, I guess when we take a rest, Nyx can take a look at it.
Do we want to put it in the hole for now?
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
All right.
I'll pick it up. We'll see what happens.
Nothing
I'll pick it
happens
up.
when you pick it up. It's
Great.
fine. Yeah, you grab it. Somebody just make note that you have a probably magic breastplate. But it's gonna need the identify to determine what exactly it is.
I want to skirt around this way.
Okay.
Is there enough grass for me to like move over here? And just go
Yeah.
around? Okay.
Absolutely.
Go over here.
Great. Hold on. Let me unfog some more area here. So you see like this is kind of a chunk of wall that used to jut out from this tower. And then you see like the wall of another large building immediately to the east of you.
Are we gonna keep going?
Yeah.
The stairs in the tower
Yeah,
don't go anywhere.
they go up to a second level of the tower, which is on the second level of the map. So
Is the second level exposed in the sense that, like, if I flew up with haze, I could see it, or I could have haze show me?
you
what
can
it is?
actually like peek up through the floorboards if you want to, because there's holes in the floorboards above you.
All right, we'll do
30.
that.
Okay, great. You stick your head up, you fly up and stick your head up through the floorboards above you, just to see what's up there. Where is it? It looks like a simple bunk room for whoever used this tower, probably guards.
All right, I think this place is pretty clear. Let's keep moving.
I mean, yeah, whatever folks are wanting. If we want to keep exploring, or if we just want to fly straight up.
Hmm.
I think we are probably best to just go right up.
I'm fine.
I
with
mean,
that.
we know the 3 things we need, so if we don't find them up there, we'll just go back down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and gravity is on our side if we do that.
I'm still gonna be flying down.
All right. Let me, because we should think about not running into something, or wyverns could appear at any moment.
Hmm.
So here, Penny, you come here and probably let's do Elina. You can come here. I can boost us all up just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
I do have one idea, but we can only do it once. I have this spell called Wind Walk, wherein me and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range assume a gaseous form and have a flying speed of 300 feet.
I'm
That's
sorry? Gaseous state?
So you could turn into clouds and fly
So,
up to the upper
You can
level.
turn into clouds and fly up to, but the only actions you can take in that form are the dash action or the revert to your normal form, and reverting takes a whole minute, during which you are incapacitated and cannot move.
So if we run into something, we either gotta run or find a place to hide while we revert back to human form.
How long does it take you to cast that?
A minute.
Interesting. So we couldn't use it in like we ran into a dragon, let's get the hell out of here.
No.
We would have to say.
It's like a planned thing, plus it can last for up to 8 hours.
Ah. How do you get us back if you are in gaseous state?
No, you can cause yourself to get back.
It just takes a minute.
Oh,
It just takes a minute.
Do you know,
So you-
like,
like,
off the top of your head,
You
what
as
happens?
gas can either dash or revert.
Let's say there's a really big, like, window fan.
You
Do
have
you
a
know what happens?
you have a flying speed of 300 feet, so you can move yourself.
My
Hey.
God.
Based on the construction of this castle, you would guess the technology in Darkon precludes the existence of window fans.
What the heck is a window fan?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Let's try.
That is interesting.
We can try it, but I can only use it once, and then I can't use it again for another 24 hours until because it's a necklace of prayer bead, so until that bead gets regenerated.
Wow.
Can I
we
choose to
take
fall
things up?
unconscious before we do this?
No, because you need to be able to choose where to move.
Can someone just carry my cloud with them?
I don't know what it does for like, I don't, maybe this is up to the discretion of Ben. If we can like look at or investigate stuff while in this form, because the only actions that you could take
Yeah, I
are
mean the
dash.
way I would interpret that spell is that you basically become clouds, but you can still like sense everything that's around you. It's just that like if you wanted to interact with anything, you'd have to turn back into yourself.
Mhm. The only risk we take is that reverting period does take a full minute, so it leaves you vulnerable if you're trying to do that somewhere that may look safe but then ends up not being.
Sure.
So we can either fly like we had been or try this thing, but we can only do this one once.
So curious. Should we take a vote? What do we want? Do people want to be clouds? Just line into a star?
Penny is so scared.
We don't have to do if Penny, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I'll do whatever the group does, Bowmin. I'm not scared of being a cloud, okay? I'm perfectly fine with the idea of being in a gaseous state for an indeterminate amount of time. I think we're all fine.
You can always choose to revert back, Penny.
This is, yeah. I'm just very attached to my corporal body. And you know, I lost it for some time, and then I was in a different body. And then I got this one back.
I'm good. I'm good.
Like you're good doing it or you're good not doing it?
I'm good not doing it. Thank you very much.
Okay. It's good to know we have this option though.
It is, yes.
So are you guys
great?
We could use it to leave.
That's true. We could on the way down.
True. Yeah.
Maybe
That's-
once we've killed all of the flying dragons that are around us.
Or just avoid
I
it.
don't know what I don't know what their flying speed is, but as a cloud, you go
Not
pretty
300.
fast.
probably not 300.
Probably not 300.
It is really fast. It's true.
Plus with the dash action, that's 600 around.
Yeah.
Real
That's
fast.
fast.
Do you think Jinarra's is even more?
None of the monk abilities carry over to being a cloud.
Just a fast cloud.
That'd be amazing.
A monk cloud. It's got like a black belt tied around it.
It's just a storm cloud.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It is kind of cute. We need fan art.
Yeah. Okay, so are you
Okay.
are
I'm
you
gonna
guys-
do aid. I'm gonna do
Okay.
aid at third level on Elina, Penny, and myself. So add an additional your hit point maximum up by 10.
Yeah.
So you have 10 plus those 17 bonuses.
Right.
From Jinarra.
So you add that as temporary or override
It's-
that?
If
they are
you
not
just click on
technic-
like hit points, it's your HP modifier.
Okay.
Your max HP modifier.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not technically temporary hit points. It increases your hit point maximum by 10.
So am I then like, because I was at full, does
You
it
know-
go
you're
up
full
by
and
that
now
now?
10
You will
points.
still be full, but your full is 10 points higher.
Got it.
Yeah. Great. So I take all this conversation to mean you are flying up to the upper level the old-fashioned way.
Yes.
The old-fashioned way.
The old
Not
fashioned.
being a cloud.
Not as a cloud.
Not as a cloud. Okay. Great. So let me ask you all a question here then. Do you want to fly up there safely, or do you want to fly up there quickly?
Safely.
Safely.
Safely. Okay. Then I would like.
This is
Let's
an
see.
interesting question. So I'm sorry, but
No.
there are dragons flying around, wyverns flying around in the air. And how we currently got to our location, we took trips.
Yeah.
Can we ride, 2x2 on the back of some of our friends, or do we need an additional pair of wings?
So let me do this math here. If Bowmin carries Nyx, that's 2. Hayes could carry 2, moving at half speed. And Cypress can carry 2, moving at half speed. So that's 6. So you can do it all in one trip, but you're going to be moving slowly.
Slow could be safe.
But slow could be safe. So if you take an outside route, it does seem like the wyverns that you've seen are kind of like sticking to like the main building. So if you like fly out to the outer edge and then go up and then swoop back in, you don't think you're going to sort of run into anyone. It's just going to take, a couple minutes.
Could someone pass without a trace as well, giving us a bonus to our stealth check?
Yep.
Great. So I'm going to say with all of that, then I don't even have to have you roll anything. I was going to have you roll something. But with the pass without a trace, I think you guys are fine without having to roll anything. You guys can like silently fly all the way up to the top. Now, here's my next question for you all. Are you trying to fly right to the star, or are you trying to land outside of this like huge structure at the uppermost level and then go inside it?
Structure?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't want to get sucked into this star. I know that probably won't happen. But what if it did?
Okay. So let me then place all of you there.
Do we want to decide who's flying with who, or maybe we'll... Oh no, Ben said we don't have to roll, so
Yeah, because
we'll safely get there.
purely because of the pass without a trace. It's still were gonna have a pretty good chance to get up there without difficulty, but with the pass without a trace, you're fine. All the tokens here, and then okay. And let me boom.
Loading C.
Rainbow
whoa.
sprinkles. Ooh, dragon horde?
Sure.
You can't
looks
see.
like
You guys
no.
can't see inside there. I just didn't fog everything up.
You said
Never
rainbow
mind.
sprinkles, and I immediately saw, and crushed nuts. That's what this is. This is an ice cream dragon.
It's an ice cream cone.
It's a
Yeah.
big sundae. A big wizard sundae. Why are there no D&D themed ice cream shops? Something to
Maybe
think
you
about.
could start
Someone get
one.
on that.
All right,
Sorcerer's Sunday?
I got $1 million idea. All right.
Wizard whipped cream?
Hi, sharks.
All right. So you've all landed up here. What are you doing?
Check the door for traps?
What does the door look like?
Yeah, the doors, these are like thick stone doors. The doors are like 20 feet tall. These are
Ooh.
huge doors. And the doors feature in the center, like around the door split, like built out from the stone door itself is a relief of a mighty wizard, and he's surrounded on either side, also built into relief in this stone door, by wyverns and dragons and constructs and undead and all of this stuff. So this is clearly like a very important chamber.
Ooh. And is Elina able to still see if there's
Oh
magic?
yeah, is there any invisibility sight?
Yeah, you don't see
weird
anything
this-
invisible weirdness on this door. There's nothing magical about this door. It's just big.
Should we just knock?
Check for
Oh.
traps first.
Who's checking for traps?
Nick.
Does Nyx have that?
Okay, yeah, make an investigation check for Nyx.
That is a 24.
24. There's no trap on the door. And the door's not locked even. They're just big, heavy doors.
Can we
Yeah,
see
let's not.
the hinges?
Huh?
Can we see the hinges on the doors?
You cannot see the hinges.
What?
They're on the inside.
They're
Yeah,
on the-
that's the
Why are
pin
you looking at the
usually-
hinges?
Well, I want to see it like if they looked really old, then if we open it, it's gonna be like.
Oh, okay. Who wants to knock?
I'm just gonna have Hayes just push them.
Okay. Hayes pushes open the doors.
Back.
You see enormous pillars holding up a massive domed roof in this enormous chamber. There's a hole in the center of the roof that looks like was built into the roof, and directly above the hole in the center of the roof, you can see the vast star. And there's an enormous pile of gold and gems and other valuables gathered between the pillars.
Dibs.
As the doors open, a reptilian head emerges from behind the gold. The enormous head of a black dragon with horns coming down around its mouth. And it cocks its head. This is not a normal black dragon either, because you can see wispy black smoke escaping from the gaps between its scales. And the dragon cocks its head at all of you and says, "Visitors.
Uh-oh.
My, it's been some time since I've had visitors. Come in, come in. I won't bite. Well, unless you give me a reason to."
Well, we don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose we should go in.
I guess. Yep. We're going to. Okay.
Yeah, move
go.
yourselves. Move yourselves closer. The dragon is actually going to move up to here. He like climbs over his pile of gold to
Aw,
see.
cutie patootie. I don't say that. That's Zuzu, not me.
Gift to gab that.
No, that was Zuzu. I'm not wasting my gift to gab.
My, you must be mighty adventurers to make it all the way up here. What brings you to my abode?
You see, we are exploring the disaster that's happened here, hoping to learn a little and have come across something even greater than we ever could imagine. And I will bow.
Make make a persuasion check. Yeah.
We're gonna play this game with the dragon.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Flatter,
scary.
you know?
Persuasion? Come on, buddy. 26?
26. Well, then, I had no idea that it was admiration I saw in your face and not utter terror. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ebashaith, former advisor to King Azalin Rex.
Oh, shit. Don't say that out loud. What was his name?
Ebashaith.
Ebenezer.
Scrooge.
Hell yeah. It is an honor to meet you. We are. Oh my God, what's our group name? I'm so scared.
En Tandem.
We are a traveling group known as In Tandem. Traveled many different planes and seen many curiosities. Advisor to the late Rex.
Late, I think, is perhaps the wrong word. I do not know where he disappeared to, but I would be shocked if he is no longer among the living would be the wrong word for him, but among us, let's say.
Well, that may bring some comfort to some people. There were those in this realm that believe him to be dead, and that some of the things happening throughout the land are a lack of a ruling lord.
Oh, he's left Darkon. I just don't think he's dead.
Did he? Forgive me if I'm implying he was trapped, but did he escape? It's my understanding Dark Lords are
Yes.
imprisoned, if you will.
Well,
Bound would be a better.
no one knows for sure what happened to him. Not even I, his, as I say, advisor. But the day he disappeared, the day the star, and he looks up through the hole in the ceiling, appeared, the day the castle was rent asunder. Well, I believe he disappeared from Darkon and that he did not die. But I doubt you are here to wax poetic about the fate of Azalin Rex. You say you came here looking for something?
Indeed, you're very astute. Should expect no less. We were asked by someone if we would be able to locate a possession of your advisee. If that was, of course, under the assumption that he had deceased and therefore there was no ownership.
Well, everything in this tower, in this castle, still belongs to my liege lord, as far as I'm concerned, except that which he provided me in payment, of course, for my services. And as he says that, he uses a wing to gesture to the giant pile of gold coins and gems behind him.
Clearly, you are well deserving of all the praise you received.
May I ask, who is it that sent you here after this belonging?
You know, that's a thing that is in my notebook, wherever that is.
Another wizard named Fearin.
Mm.
I don't say that out loud.
Yeah. Oh, I know that's going to be a problem. I have to speak pretty quickly here.
Can we mention Nyx's thing? Surely Dragon doesn't care about that.
Maybe I can talk about my thing.
There we go. Yeah, Elina.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't have long to respond here. He's asked you who sent you here. Who sent you to this place? Oh, Jinarra, I can't hear you.
Hello. There we go.
Weird. Sorry. Can you hear
Nope.
me now?
Yes. Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. I think we should be honest and just explain that we are in a bind, so we were trying to make a deal with this person.
Okay.
I like that. Do I?
So we're gonna goad you forward.
Yeah.
Artemis, tell him.
Well, be pushed forward. We were sent we're in a particular circumstance that I'm sure your greatness doesn't need to be bored by the details, but we were I'm gonna steal your word. We were in a bit of a bind, and it was a gentleman named Firhan
Zelhonen.
Valhonen.
Before you can continue, the dragon laughs uproariously, like a deep belly laugh, as soon as you say the name, Firen Zalhonen.
Old
And what,
Firhan.
what is it that Firen Zalhonen wants?
I think it was a book.
It was a book.
Magic, maybe?
His spell book, we were told.
Ah,
Would you
The
happen to
spell book of Azalin Rex, Firen. Okay. Well,
when the dragon says okay?
Okay.
Okay.
well.
Maybe it's okay. I have it right here.
This changes things. This changes things. I didn't realize we had mutual friends. The dragon turns and like starts digging through the pile of gold with his claws, and then plucks out, and he holds it between two claws, a spell book, and flicks it across the room to you.
Oh shit.
Oh,
If Firan wants the spell book, Firan will have the spell.
that's
Okay.
incredibly generous of you to. Do I understand this correct? To offer that to us to take to him.
Yes, please do, and please send him my regards as well. It has been some time since Firan Zalhonen and I spoke.
Can I insight check?
Make an insight check. Make an insight check.
Can I also insight
Yeah,
check?
make an insight check.
23.
Oh,
23.
nat 20, 27?
Wow.
That's good.
23. Abishayeth is being genuine. Abishayeth likes Firan Zalhonen. Artemis, you got a 27. With a 27, I need you to also make me an intelligence check.
Ooh.
You're telling me he earnestly likes I forget the alignment of a black dragon, but it's not nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Intelligence?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really good at those. Yeah, well, how does alphabet work? Intelligence. Oh, that's right. It's just a straight. Oh, 16. Just a straight
16.
intelligence.
So with the 27 insight, and then just so you know, the DC for this intelligence check was 15. Only because you got a higher than 25 on the insight check did I allow you to make this intelligence check to put the pieces together. Firan is Azalin.
Duh.
Oh, that's cute. They're best buds.
Is it?
I don't say that out loud.
Well, you also don't know it. Artemis
Right.
is the only one that's put this together.
So,
I gave him a piece of my person.
You sure did. Yeah, you sure did.
question for you. Big, sorry for your name.
Abishayeth.
Abishayeth.
And your name in particular. I know the name of your group, but I'm curious, what's your name? You look like a mighty warrior.
Oh, thank you.
Don't give him your real name.
Well, he doesn't use his real name anyways.
Yeah, he's the one that kind of
He's the one to ask.
I am Bowmin of Colmere.
Bowmin of Cormyr. Yes, I read about this place, in a book of Zalhonen's. He had books in his library about all sorts of places all across existence. Cormyr, they have a purple dragon on their flag, yes?
Yes, I fought under that banner
What?
for many years.
Did he just say a book of Zalhonen's?
Oh, he would have said Aslan.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you do it on
retcon.
purpose?
Yeah, no, that was a mistake. I'm retconned that. He said Aslan Rex. Well, what was it you were about to say? Bowmin of Cormyr.
I said yes, I fought under the banner of the Purple Dragon for many years.
Yes, but you were going to bring something up to me, and
Yes, I was going to say, what is there a catch?
No catch. No catch whatsoever. Firan Zalhonen sent you here to get that book. The book is his. By all means, take it to him. With my kindest regards.
Thank you
I'm
very much.
curious, did Firan Zalhonen tell you anything else when he sent you here?
Not really.
Did he tell us
Well,
we could
there
take
was-
whatever else we wanted?
He did tell us. Actually, now that you mention it, he did. But he didn't say take what we wanted in so many words. Especially if you've already laid.
He said that he only
claim.
cared about the book.
He said we can take anything else.
Well, I am loath to part with my pile, but there are many other treasures scattered throughout the castle,
Oh.
so by all means, if you wish to continue exploring, continue exploring. Enjoy yourselves. A word of warning. However, some devils have moved into the tower recently. Been a right thorn in my side. And, I would consider it a personal favor if you were to defeat their leader. I believe he's taken up residence in Azalin's old throne room.
All
right, and in return for that, would you perhaps direct us towards the would I be able to explain what the thingies Nyx is looking for
Yeah,
are,
you
kind
can
of
explain that
clockwork items?
Yeah.
And perhaps a library?
Well, the clockwork items I am not familiar with, unfortunately. As I say, Azalin kept his own. Azalin was a brilliant wizard. Transcended the laws of mortality, as it were. But he did not keep me and his counsel on everything he did. That said, his personal study would perhaps be a place to check for such a thing. And as for the library, you're looking for the same place in both regards. The personal study is above the library, both of which are still connected and still floating through the air. And he gives you directions to the library and the personal study, which are on the second and third levels. And as a show of good faith, if you will, because of our mutual friend, of course, I will inform my children not to hamper your progress through the castle.
Are those the wyverns?
Wyverns, there's a few dragons as well. Yes, my kin, my offspring.
Aww. How many do you have?
Oh, 3 that still reside in the ruins.
What are their names?
Zuzu, you,
How old are they?
Black Dragon,
Tell me about your kids.
Names.
Three
He
that
has
only
a family.
three that only remain. Man, those
You have
other
a
ones.
wife
Hard,
or-
hard-
Is there a Mrs. Ebashayeth or a Mr. Ebashayeth?
The
A Nyx
three,
Ebashayeth?
the three other dragons that still reside here in the ruins are Gozandrin, Gargundrin, and Anstandros.
Oh, how cute.
I doubt you would say such a thing when faced with their ire, but you will not need to face their ire, as I say, as a show of good faith, because of our mutual friend.
Thanks.
Thank you. I will bow again.
As will I, and
Yep.
And
everyone.
after you deliver the book and give my regards to our mutual friend, please tell him not to forget me, eh?
Of course.
Sure.
How could he forget?
How indeed could he?
Well,
Is there anything
Thanks.
else we want to ask about, or?
Oikos, do you want to mention the
I was thinking about it, but I kind of. One more thing.
Yes.
Fairhound was helping why we were in a bit of a pickle. We need to get to a place that no one can quite remember. And sometimes there are histories or incredibly powerful beings that seem to know about this place. Wondering if you have heard of anything about a little old place called Oikos.
If I have heard about a place
A
called
place called, well, it's even escaping me now. No, it's not. I told you, but see, there's a bit of a curse. He's helping us out. People can't remember the name. I just told you the name. Now you can't remember it. We're trying to fix it.
I see. Well, if there is information about it in Darkon, it would be in Azalin's library.
Thank you. That's very generous. How long have you been here? On a personal question. You know.
They Ebashayeth says, Ebashayeth says, oh, I have served Azalin as an advisor and compatriot for many hundreds of years at this point.
Fascinating. Just curious. Well, thank you so much.
Farewell. And as I said, I would consider it a personal favor if you were to get rid of the devil leader. The others will follow suit, of course. And should you do so and return here, I may be willing to part with something from my hoard.
Cool. Thank you.
We'll try our very best. And
we'll
we're
get
pretty
on that.
good.
Well, best of luck. Farewell for now. And you
See you
all
later.
exit Ebashayeth's chamber, and without having to close the doors yourselves, they close behind you.
That was the easiest it's ever been. That was great.
I'm gonna just start messaging people.
Mhm.
Fairhan is what's his face, Rex.
Azalin Rex.
Just,
Oh,
that's why we got that.
Oh, well,
so
that's
he
okay, right?
sent us to retrieve his own book?
Probably he can't travel, and a wizard needs their spell book.
Well,
I mean,
he,
we knew a wizard, Octavia. This woman who shall not be named, that she was like trash without her spell book. So
Whoa.
Oh my
whoa,
God, are
whoa,
you really
whoa,
tainting her name in a time like this?
whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
Should we
Elina,
be?
she was the best. She was the best wizard anyone ever knew.
Yes, you have told me about her.
Gorgeous,
Should
smart.
we be concerned, though, that this realm is falling apart because of whatever that thing is, and now we're returning the spell book that may have caused it to the wizard who did this?
So, I mean, Azalin Rex. You said Azalin Rex is the dragon, correct?
No,
No.
Aslan
He's
Rex
Kieran.
is
Aslan and
Yeah.
Kieran are the same.
the guy
The
who
wizard that asked us to find the spell book. That
The
we
wiz-
need to give the spell book back to so that he can give us and try to figure something out about Oikos.
Oh. Got it.
meaning that would be giving
Him his
I
own
mean-
spell book back.
him his own power as a Dark Lord or former Dark Lord in another Dark Lord's domain.
Yep.
But maybe if we
That-
check the library first and we find something about Oikos, then we don't even have to get the little spell book thingy.
Well,
Good.
I think that when we get back, we should just kind of interrogate him a little bit before we give him his book.
Yes, yeah, very all-powerful wizard that has extended mortality. We have his little book and we're on 5 feet away from him. We're like, you are gonna be afraid of us. I don't think that's gonna happen.
We could put the book in the portable hole. You can't reach
Yeah.
it in there. It's a different realm.
I guess.
We do have a really powerful dragon kind of on our side right now. Circumstantially.
I feel like at the very least we should just get the devil, kill the devils and get that over with. Because like we're all on the same page about killing devils, right? They're not good, right?
I guess, and also Nyx's thing.
Yeah. And we gotta go to the library, and maybe your thing will be at the library, Elina. So we can figure out the whole spellbook situation as we go. That's like level 8, and we're not even on level 1.
Okay.
Bowmin, I couldn't hear you.
There's 8 levels to this building.
No, that was like I'm at 4. Okay, well. How do we get up? Where do we go from here?
I think we go down.
Think we
Oh,
go
we go
down.
down. Oh, that's right.
Is the throne room at a higher level than the study?
I will say Abishayeth told you where the throne room is too. Throne room's on the first level, library's on the second level, and then directly above the library, they're still connected, is the personal study, which is on the third level.
Wouldn't it be
Let's
funny
just
if we
make
had
our
done
way
the
down?
Wouldn't it be funny if we did the first level first where we were and we killed the devil and then we made our way up to the dragon? Yeah,
Which is like, oh, by the way, yeah, we took
yeah. We already did that.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to just go to the library and see if we can find answers and clockwork devices, or
Yeah, let's
Right.
just make our way down, and then by the time we get what we need. Yeah. I mean, we need to get the clockwork stuff anyways, because we need to figure out how to go home. So
Yeah. Well,
and let's remember there
you
are
do.
other dragons, other black dragons around.
but
Who
we
are
are
going
cool
to be
with that.
threatened, allegedly. But
So we be quiet.
still
We don't yell about our
want to
plan.
disturb the black dragons that are.
Yeah.
Also, at some point, we probably should find a place to rest.
Yeah.
We've been here for a little bit now.
Well, perhaps the study and library would be a good spot for that. So let's head there first.
that's good. I might need to change my pants as well.
With that, you all make plans to make your way down through the castle, and we will end tonight's episode. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.